Hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing a thing here for you about canned meat, especially canned meat and canned goods. Um, as you can see, I'm just showing a few cans that I have that I get these products, and basically we need to all have protein. All human beings need to have protein in their diet. That's what we live off. You don't want to live off a lot of carbs. A little bit of carbs is fine, especially for kids. You know, they're very active. They burn off a lot of calories, but most of the time, uh, humans need protein, mostly protein in their diet. Some vegetables here and there, a little bit of fruit, but that's usually what we eat, is mostly protein. And they're going to try to take that from us. They're going to push all this away from us, push this aside little by little as the prices get higher and higher to buy chicken and beef and pork and turkey. These things are going to get more and more expensive, and phasing out these kind of products, and then you'll be eating lab-grown meat and what has been suggested also, as we know, crickets and mealworms, things like that. That is what they're trying to push, and I'm not lying about that. That's no lie. So anyways, you want to be able to stock up and get your protein, whichever form that is. Fish, your salmon, make salmon patties. Spam, whether it be turkey or pork. You can get the turkey or pork, and I think spam has all kinds of different flavors too with that. And then we've got the turkey chunks, corned beef hash, and corned beef. Corned beef GV brand also has the corned beef, which is just exactly similar to the Libby's. And then we have soups that contain meat, stews like Dinny Moore, stuff like that, that contain meat, so you get some protein there. And get your tuna, if you like tuna. And Keystone, Keystone has 4 different kinds: the ground beef, the beef, and the chicken and the turkey. I don't have the turkey yet. Haven't seen any at Walmart. But they've got the ground beef now, and the beef, and the chicken. The ground beef you could put in spaghetti, tortillas, tacos, sloppy joes. With the beef, you could, it looks like pulled beef. You could put open-faced sandwiches or barbecue sandwiches, that sort of thing. And then chicken with hot dishes and sandwiches and tortillas, whatever. Lots you could do with these things here. But anyways, I want you to do your homework, and I want you to look up NIH, that's a government site, and look up Henrietta Lacks, Lacks. She's a woman that died in 1951, and what is special about her is that she had tumors all over her body that were just extremely fast growing. And she was being studied by scientists, and they saved a lot of her cells. And they passed them around, sold them to various scientists around the world. She is the ingredient. Okay? Her cells are the ingredient, okay, to the lab-grown meat. Her cells. Look it up. It is not a lie, but it's something that you need to do your homework on. How you feel about that, and lab-grown meat, I don't know how you feel about it, but for myself personally, no thank you. But maybe it's perfectly fine for you and your family, the lab-grown meat, but you got to think about how many chemicals and alterations are made to put this meat together, this lab-grown meat that is grown in vats. Okay? They take these cells and they have to grow them very, very quickly, because how are they going to feed the whole planet meat from these vats where they grow it and then form it into something that looks like a chicken breast or a chicken patty or whatever. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, but to me it just sounds really disgusting. And especially if you've got a human cells in there, that fast-growing tumor, stuff. I just, no. Something about the government is, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager in the early 70s, butter was made to be a bad thing. Butter was bad. Even eggs were bad. That came a little bit later, but first it was butter. Butter bad. So they introduced margarine. Margarine better for you. It won't, be harmful to you. Well, it turns out later on, like 20 years later, we find out that margarine is worse than butter. Same thing with eggs. They kept saying, eggs bad. Don't have any more than 2 eggs a week. Whatever it was. And eggs are bad for you. Well, it turns out, no, they're not bad for you. If you eat about 20 eggs a week, yeah. But if you're eating, an egg a day, no, it's not bad for you. The government likes to control what you and I eat. And the prices will go high on the products that they tell you is bad, that they don't want you to eat. So what's happening with the meat now, with the beef and the chicken and whatever, turkey and pork? Everything's going way up. The government has orchestrated all these events, all these things that are going on, has already been planned. It's been planned long time ago. A long time ago. And, well, you know the rest, I'm sure. But get your canned goods, whatever it may be, plan out meals, figure out, look up some recipes that you can do with a lot of this stuff. Corned beef is very salty, so it may not be right for some, but you can make some good corned beef with cabbage and carrots and onion. That's something to make. Can make a lot of stuff. Salmon patties. You could even make like with turkey, have some stuffing with it, or put these things in casseroles, whatever. Because you're gonna have to figure it out when they start taking the meat away, the real meat, not the lab grown meat. It's going to be tough. The prices are going to keep going up. The Keystone, for instance, and meat, they last a long time. $7.25, $7.26. 2026. This one, 2028. They last longer than the vegetables and the fruit. So you want to get the meat. Here's 2025. You want to get the meat. It lasts a long time in your pantry. You'll always have it. Keep stocking up. Rotate it so you don't waste it. Don't buy anything that you're not going to eat, but you want to make sure, especially, that the kids get their protein. So, a vegetarian diet, if that's what you're used to, fine, more power to you. But you're going to have to stock up too, because vegetables and everything, they're going to be more expensive too. So stock up on those things as well. If you can your vegetables, if you're a vegetarian, can your own vegetables, your carrots and whatnot. Anyways, so that's it. I just wanted to mention that real quick about canned goods. It's getting tougher and tougher. I looked at the ribeye steaks last week. There was 2 big, good-sized ribeye steaks, and they were $21. Today, half the size, 2 ribeye steaks, $30. And they were smallish. A lot of fat in it, and they were $30. So it's going to get a whole lot worse, And the hamburger, buy your 2 pounds of hamburger, make meatloaf out of it, freeze it if you have to, but even hamburger is getting ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous. Ground beef here, this here, today, let me see. I got my receipt. Let's see. Hang on. The Keystone was $8.82. This can here was $8.82 for 1 pound, 12 ounces. That'll last till 2028. To me, that's a bargain. Get these kind of stuff before it goes even higher. I believe the beef, I bought this a little while ago. It was like 9 something. It was 8 something and now it's 9 something. But you want to get these things before they get much higher. This one is 1 pound, 12 ounces too. And I believe the chicken was around the same price, around $8-9, 1 pound, 12 ounces. But you want to get stocked up on your canned goods, whether it be chicken, turkey, whatever brand you prefer. Get these things because they're going to be highway robbery pretty soon. Get them tucked away in your pantry. Okay, that's it for today. Have a good one. Take care.